story. Okay, Auntie, so what was it like growing up?
Maybe I just sit and listen. I'm not much of a talker. So.
No, maybe we should just start with us together. I mean, we.
Is it on now?
Yes, it is.
Well, first of all, we were born the same month. We were almost identical age.
Oh.
In fact, she married an older person, a younger person. She brought the credit. We're 4 days apart.
Wow.
Yeah, and we met in, believe it or not, kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah.
At Ben Parker School?
At Ben Parker. And then, in fact, we have a picture of our first grade picture. And we're standing next to each other.
I'm taller than he is.
Yeah, she was at the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's how we met.
Oh my goodness.
And then all the way through, from kindergarten through senior year, in the intermediate school and high school, we're in the same homeroom class.
Oh.
Until we're seniors.
Wow.
So we were like dating from like 7th grade year. We'd have Y-teen dances, and he'd have Boy Scout parties and that kind of thing, going to movies, walking, and we'd have to walk past the grave. We had a graveyard.
Oh.
And he'd have to walk me home, and then he probably ran.
Yeah, we had to walk past the graveyard.
Chinese graveyard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody liked going past that.
If you look back from where, where you live, where your parents live right now,
right.
From that distance to Castle, she used to walk that every day to school and back.
Wow.
And then, when we started dating, of course, we didn't have transportation, so I had to go walk that distance and walk her home and then walk back home.
Oh my goodness.
So it was fun though.
Uh-huh.
Wow, so you guys have been together a long time then.
Yeah, what was it? We figured 50,
Oh, I can't
70, 74 years now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
In his senior year, he quit school in December before we were supposed to graduate in June and joined the Coast Guard. And so he was away from home for 4 years. He never came home in all that time.
Wow.
And he got his GED while he was there. He was a cook, baker in the Coast Guard.
Yeah. Well, I applied, because I was on a ship and I was trying to get off sea duty.
Mm-hmm.
So I applied for school, and I applied for electronic tech school, and I got in.
Oh.
But then there was a lot of math involved and all that, which I was not prepared for. So right away I sort of flunked out, and they were going to send me back to the ship. So I inquired about if there was any other openings, and they said they had an opening in chef school. So I took that and ended up being the ship's baker.
Wow.
Yep.
So after he got out of the service, he finally came back to Hawaii, and I was in my senior year in college, and we had broken up before he went up, and after that, I don't know, we just seemed to pick up where we left off, and then he went to Fresno City College. Then we got married after his first year there. Then we moved to Fresno and stayed there until he graduated from Fresno State College, which is now University of Fresno,
UC Fresno.
University of California,
Fresno.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he got out, we came home and with Scotty.
So Scotty was born in California.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's a Koton.
Yeah, you know, we were going, we were planning on staying there, you know, because I had a couple of good opportunities for jobs there. And because in criminology corrections, it was relatively new.
Oh, that was your major?
Yeah,
Wow.
and there was quite a demand then for probation and parole officers. So the reps came to the school for interviews before we graduated, and they hire you on the spot.
Wow.
And they were ready to hire me for an opening, a couple of openings in one in San Diego, and the other was in East Bay, in the San Francisco area, as a probation officer.
Wow.
You know. But Scotty was born, and you know she had no uncles and aunts
The
and
family,
cousins
yeah.
and stuff. So at the last moment, we decided to come home. So we came home on borrowed plane fare. And no, you know, because we didn't apply for a job because we were planning on staying there.
Right, right.
So temporarily we had to stay with my parents for a while until we found a place of our own.
And he hasn't done a day of corrections work.
Since he's got his degree.
Yeah.
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 Not in the field
It,
anyway.
it was difficult to get a job here
Uh-huh.
unless you had a degree or experience in social work or that kind of thing.
Oh.
So,
That was mainly because criminology in the field of corrections
Uh-huh.
was very new.
Yeah.
So, you know, employers here have no policy on, you know, people with that degree.
They didn't know what to do with it.
So
Yeah.
they told me, oh, you gotta have 3 years experience or a master's degree, which I had neither, you know.
Right.
So I said, no, I don't have a master's. And if I do go back to school, what do I take? You know, at the University of Hawaii, they have no curriculum for advanced criminology,
Yeah.
you know, degree.
Right.
So they said, we can set you up with a job at Palama Settlement for 3 years to get that 3-year requirement. I said, doing what? And they tell me, playground director. So I said, forget it. Yeah.
so he went to a employment agency and they had a job as an investigator. So he took the job that was with great beneficial finance, and he investigated the skips, the people who didn't pay.
Although that's how you got in with that company.
Skip tracing. Yeah, tracking down those people that never paid their bills and ran away, you know. Which was a good job.
You like that?
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it, and then the opportunity was there because beneficial was new in Hawaii,
Yeah.
and they were expanding quite rapidly. So within a year, I got my own office.
Wow.
I opened up the brand new branch in Ewa Beach,
Wow.
and I think within a year, Kaneohe opened, so
Yeah.
I got Kaneohe office.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, so funny. That's how you got started. Because that's what I was wondering. How you ended up in that field. Interesting.
You know, I was treated well, so I stayed in that
Yeah.
field. Yeah.
And you did so well in it too. So.
So when the opportunity came, he decided to just get out of finance and do his knives, which he's been doing till now.
Well, you know, so interesting because I remember in my mind, you're such an artist, not just with the knives and being creative, but in terms of your music. You taught yourself how to play piano. You played piano by ear. You used to play ukulele. I remember those things. And then you used to make the fishing lures,
Yeah.
right? And didn't you build your own smoker, the one that you were using? Didn't you build that? The one,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah,
that's so.
that's something simple.
But in my mind, that's what I remember growing up is how creative you were. And then I was also going to ask too, because you play piano too, and I was going to ask, how is it that you learn to play piano,
Oh.
right? Out of the five, you're the only one that plays.
Yeah, well, I don't know how I got into it, except that every week I would go for piano lessons, and Grandma paid $4 a month for me to take lessons half an hour every
Wow.
week, and I would walk a mile and a half. That place was across from where, well, right next to where, what is the name of that school and church? That's across from where the old Yamashiro stand used to be.
Oh,
Cal-
St. Mark's.
St.
St.
Mark's,
Mark's,
yeah.
right, okay.
Oh,
there,
okay.
Right
That
past that.
street right past that
Uh-huh.
is where my teacher used to, Mrs. Lockwood. So I took lessons from her,
Oh,
and then I played the organ for Parker Church for 5 years.
wow.
Then when we went to Fresno, I played for the Methodist Church there for a little bit, but now no more.
You don't miss playing a little bit? Or have-
No, very very seldom do I go and play anymore.
Mm. And what about you, Uncle? Because like I said, I remember listening to you play the piano when we'd come over, and like I said, ukulele and things. You just were interested in music, taught yourself, or?
Oh yeah, I played in a band
Oh, you did?
at the castle, yeah.
Oh,
And I played trumpet
see, I
all the
didn't
way
know that.
through, and during my sophomore and junior year, or was it junior and senior year, I played for a couple of dance orchestras.
Wow.
You know, at those days, you know, they were full-time, full orchestras.
To play at the dances and things. Wow.
17-piece bands.
Like the Glenn
Yeah.
Miller
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
type.
Oh.
Yeah, those are the music we used to
Wow.
play, the Glenn Miller type. And I played for a dance band called the Chandeliers and the Starlighters.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, out
Yeah.
of Kaneohe.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
We were quite popular.
Yeah.
We used to play for proms and, you know, benefit dances and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah.
And you played trumpet in those bands?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah, those were the fun days.
Yeah.
That's what he went to school for, just to play music and to play baseball and football.
Yeah, I never liked school when you know,
Whatever it takes.
I used to go to homeroom, second period, and then was band, you know, second period was band. Then just prior to a short recess, I used to leave campus. Then I used to come back after school for baseball or football practice.
Oh, so you played baseball and football.
Uh-huh.
So, but you're younger than Uncle Wayne, because he played football too at
Oh
Castle?
yeah, I was.
But you're quite a bit younger than Uncle
Quite a
Wayne,
bit
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, that's
Oh, neat.
our history together. Anyway.
Yeah, I call my career a checkered career. Because,
Oh,
you know,
but that's what makes things so interesting. And it is interesting how you don't always plan for something, but certain choices lead you a certain way. And
Yeah,
then you know, and now how did you get interested in the knives and things?
well, I worked with a guy that the controller of our company that I worked for, and he was a collector, and he used to bring his magazines to work and show me pictures, and you know, but I wasn't interested. But one year, there was a guy from California that put on a show in Waikiki, and he brought down 14 knife makers.
Wow.
So this friend of mine dragged me to the show, and when I saw those pieces, you know, and they were all handmade,
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. And then he used to buy them, like in those days, you know, many years ago, $100 knife was very, very expensive. And on top of that, he had to wait, you know, a couple of years, to
Wow.
get the order.
Wow.
So I told him jokingly that, gee, you pay me that kind of money, I'll make them for you. And that's how we
And that's how
started.
you started.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
on a dare, like, you know. But the thing was, there were no books, there were
Uh-huh.
no videos in those days.
Yeah.
So the only way to learn is from trial and error, or you learn from another knife maker.
Mm.
You know. And a couple of knife makers from the mainland took me under their wings and taught me a few
Wow.
things and got me started that way. You know.
So how old were you when you left Great Beneficial?
Oh,
You were
well, I
pretty
got
young.
out of the finance business when
Yeah.
I was 40.
No, I can't.
Pretty
remember.
young
About
though, yeah.
45, yeah, I think. Yeah. 49.
Mm.
Then I went full-time knife making.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And, you know, like many sayings, I tell myself I should have done it sooner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, love that freedom,
Good.
self-employment, you know.
Yeah.
But he lived about a mile and a half away from where I lived. You know where June.
Yeah.
That's the site of their.
The one on
house was there.
on Cam Highway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
uh-huh.
okay.
And,
That was the house you grew up in.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they were neighbors with Uncle Sanao.
Yes.
Uncle Sanao's house was right,
Right.
next. Yeah.
oh.
Anyway,
So,
anyway.
If there were, okay, I guess, what do you think are kind of the biggest changes that you've seen from when you were growing up versus your kids growing up versus seeing your what your grandchildren go through? Things that might strike you, or if there's any advice you'd want to give to, having gone through a lot of things, yeah, the kids don't realize experience counts for a lot. So if there were things that you'd want to say to the younger kids,
you
I
better
don't
answer that.
Things, life has changed so much. I mean, Kaneohe is nothing like
Yeah.
what it used to be. We always had to walk everywhere we wanted to go, and not just one way, but like both ways. Like we'd go to Castle, walk there, then we'd stop in the middle of Kaneohe, where Kaneohe Playground is. The Honwanji
Yes.
used to stop there for Japanese school.
Oh.
And then sometimes my friends and I, during mango season, used to not go to Japanese school and go to where we used to live prior to our moving to Yacht Club Street. And that's where Auntie Aiko-san and Uncle Tatsuo used to live.
Okay.
And there were tall common mango trees there, so we used to climb up the trees and get mangoes and eat mangoes, and then we'd go back to Japanese school just in time to stand up and say sayonara and leave.
Those are the things, that was our recreation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Go out mountain apple. We used to go up to the mountains and pick mountain apples, or climb mango trees for mangoes, and go crabbing.
Yeah, and it's hard to find places for the kids to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even camping or things like fishing.
we had
Yeah.
so much freedom at that time, because life was simple, and we didn't have to be afraid that there would be people that would harm us.
Nor be chaperoned. We used to go camping, crabbing,
Yeah.
and we used to camp there.
How old were you?
Oh, we
We
were
were teenagers.
7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Sadao had a cabin right by the old yacht club.
Oh, no. I didn't know about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, where your folks live now.
Yeah.
Well, it's farther down.
Yeah, down the hill.
Oh.
And then we all used to camp overnight there.
Yeah, and what we used to have gas lamps and scoop nets.
Walk
and
in the
we'd go
water.
walk in the water scoop crabs
Wow.
and bring them back and cook them and eat them. And I mean, we just were so free to do things. And then kids now, you can't, they don't have that freedom at
Mhm.
all.
They're lucky if they have 5 minutes, and then when they have the 5 minutes, it's I'm bored. What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
They don't know, what it's like. Just have that free time and go make your own fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were real fun days.
Yeah. And I mean, uh, always had, we always had enough to eat. There was never, I can never remember a time where,
Mm.
we didn't have food to eat. And it used to be a big thing for Grandma to take me to town, Honolulu. We'd get into a taxi. That's the only, a taxi would hold like about 6, 7 passengers at
Oh,
one time.
wow.
And we'd go to town and and Nuanu, and we'd walk in Cresses and the shoe store, and it was a big outing. But
The big thing was, before you come back, you stop at the Simon
oh
stand
yes,
and eat barbecue steak
Yeah.
with Simon.
Yeah. So what Simon store did you guys go to? Is it still there?
I
Or
can't remember. No,
Just
it's
little
not
stand?
there. It would be just something with a tin roof, and they'd have charcoal to cook the barbecue sticks, and just very simple places, but that was very, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we kept ourselves amused with jumping rope, playing marbles. I used to play with paper dolls. And then bicycle. Well, if you got one bicycle, it was passed down from person, Uncle Mike and Uncle, and then by the time, and then I would get it eventually, and things lasted, and,
Yeah.
you took care of them. Whereas today, one child would go through how many
Yes.
bicycles themselves.
Yeah.
But life is different for them, and we complain about the kids, but I guess we made them that way, I guess.
Yeah.
We had so little, so you
Yeah.
try to give the kids more, but even our kids didn't have much.
Mhm.
But with each generation,
Yep.
you try to
They have.
give them more,
Yeah.
and they get so that they expect it, because we've done it too.
Mhm. Mhm. I think that's with everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway,
You guys, yeah. I like I said, for me, I didn't realize you guys were in kindergarten together and all the way up. Oh, I know. I was gonna ask you something. Oh, I know. With you and your sisters growing up, yeah. And what was that like? Cause I know that other two aunties were. One was Auntie Helen was like a song leader, and Auntie Grace was like a cheerleader too. Were you like Auntie Grace is so kind of outdoors, I guess, like in terms of personalities or things. Did you guys enjoy the same things, or did you have
well,
really different kinds of interests?
we all kind of did different things. I enjoyed my sports, but I was a total klutz. I was totally opposite from Auntie Grace. So I tried. We'd go to parks and recreation, and we'd have like basketball teams, and then there were other community baseball teams, and I was always there
Oh,
trying, but I'm always the one to warm the bench, and because I was never good at it. Auntie Grace was always the one that excelled in everything. And I remember wherever we lived in, I can remember the two homes that we lived in. Auntie Helen and I always shared a room, And Auntie Grace always had her own room.
Oh.
I think it was because she was maybe so, I don't know, maybe different from us, or for whatever reason, that was the way it used to be.
So the boys shared a room, and then you and Auntie Helen shared a room.
Yeah, at one time the two boys shared a room, and then, yeah, they always had, yeah, two rooms. I don't remember too much of our playing together, doing things together, because I guess because of the age spread, everybody had their own interests. But it used to be a big thing to go to watch the baseball games where Uncle Mike and your father used to play. And my friends and I were always the ones, we would always help the team out, so they used to give us T-shirts to wear, because we would take care of the selling, the hot dogs and drinks during, whatnot. But we always went to.
Those were Sundays. There used to be a big day.
Oh yeah.
Sundays,
So baseball days.
baseball.
Oh.
Yeah. Hawaii Field and
Oh.
Cunningham Park.
Wow. So they played teams from all over, and then you
Yes,
guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
So
And I
you.
guess it's on the same, at one time, there were, leagues right through there. I don't know how old they were. I mean, like there were always teams available
Oh.
here. But now on that level, like Jeff folks, that age, Michael's age, they all have to go to town to play, or different
Well, that's
leagues.
senior league, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
But
Yeah.
in Cunningham, we had the junior
Yeah.
AJA,
junior
which
AJA.
I played
Yeah.
for.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
it
Yeah.
So you played all the way growing up too, then your
High
baseball.
school and AJA, and I played for American Legion for Elaine.
Oh, you did too. Oh, for Iolani.
Yeah.
You went to Iolani.
No,
No,
but
just-
I was recruited by Elaine,
Who was their coach then?
the coach.
Yeah.
Father Bray.
Was that Father Bray?
Well, Father Bray was the high school coach.
Uh-huh.
American Legion baseball was Biggie Myers.
Oh.
Yeah, he was also the coach for the, they had the Hawaiian League here,
Oh yeah.
and the team called Hawaiians.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was their coach.
Wow.
But there was a football player, a semi-pro football player here. We had a semi-pro football league here, and one of the players recruited me to play for Iolani.
Oh.
There were two guys from Castle, Ray Nakamura and myself.
Wow.
But the thing was, after school we sat by that bridge by the library, hitchhike
To go to the
town,
practice.
catch the bus, go to Hawaii Field, practice there, catch the bus back to the end of the bus line, and hitchhike home from New One to Dowsett, home.
Wow.
And that's the weekdays, and game on Saturday, we used to do the same thing.
Oh my goodness. How long did it take you to get to, like, say, Alawai Field?
Oh, it depends on how fast, So a lot of times we were late, but we had to do that. Play. But people picked us up because we carry our handbag with our glove attached to the outside and our baseball cap. So they knew they were ball players, and they picked
Yeah.
us up. And yeah.
And not like today where everyone says, don't
Yeah.
pick up
Oh,
hitchhikers.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not safe to pick them up. It's not safe to hitchhike anymore. Oh,
I remember one time a guy on a motorcycle picked me up.
really? With all your
It was a
equipment?
scary trip home, yeah. From Dowsett to Kaneohe.
Wow.
Yeah. First motorcycle ride.
I remember my friend Charlotte, Gladys, and I don't know if Florence was there. The four of us, one day we wanted to go see one of the games. I don't know if it was you folks or your father folks playing. So we hitchhiked. We didn't have a way. I don't know how we got there.
I never heard of that one.
And then on the way home, Sample, the taxi driver,
Oh, yeah.
picked us up.
Oh.
And he scolded us for hitchhiking. That's how we got home. That was the only time we tried that.
there weren't even buses from Kaneohe to town.
Wow.
Yeah, it was all taxi.
Taxi, you know,
Yeah.
like a stretch out limo.
Yeah, yeah.
They had like seats in the middle, so they used to take about eight people
Wow.
to town. I don't know what the fare was. 25 cents one way, you know. And then there was certain places in town where they were stationed
Uh-huh.
to come home to Kaneohe.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then, so then that you knew it that was a place you had to go to catch
Yeah.
a taxi back
Right,
and so forth. I
right.
see. Wow. And then they used to do like the clamming and things over here too, right? Did you used to have right outside here?
Well, right outside on the left side of the river mouth here,
Yeah.
right in front of the park.
So
And-
how long was that going? Because they don't have, I mean, nobody can today can even imagine that you go clamming in Kaneohe Bay.
Yeah, here and Malaya is the by where is that by?
Where Mike lives.
Yeah, just past where Mike lives.
Oh.
Okay, on the flats out there.
Uh huh.
There's be a lot of climbing there,
Oh.
and these were the small baby clams.
Uh huh.
We call kogai, you know.
And when did that stop?
Oh, it was shortly after we moved here.
Mhm.
We moved here somewhere about 1969, 1970. But I know initially we could go, and then after that they stopped it. And then if we went, it would be like you have to beware of the game warden. Yeah. So there's no more of those clams.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to them.
Maybe the
still might be
pollution.
there. I don't know.
Or maybe the pollution might have killed them.
Pollution and I guess over clam.
Overfishing,
And they used to have that ogo.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Lots
Good
of
ones to
Yeah.
eat.
all over the place here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, pipipi shells wherever there were rocks.
Wow.
But you don't see
See
those at all now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you guys were both pretty young, I guess, but do you folks have any memories of what it was like in Kaneohe, like when World War II started? Because you guys were pretty young,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Well, we were in the first grade.
Yeah, we were in the first grade, both of us.
Yeah.
We were in Sunday school that Sunday morning. Yeah, and we heard the bombs go off, and I remember looking up there, and there were, you know, the black clouds and all that.
Oh, yeah, you could see the smoke from
So
the
they
bombs.
sent us home, and I remember Kenneth and I running home. You know, I don't know how you got home.
Yeah, we walk. I remember walking home, and all I remember is it was very dark. You know.
Wow.
But I don't remember seeing planes or
Yeah.
any kind of action. Yeah.
It was a rather hard life after that.
It
because-
was.
Yeah, because of the, well, first of all, we were looked down upon because we were Japanese. And secondly, because of the, everything was imported. You know, gasoline was rationed,
Yeah.
food stuff was rationed,
Wow.
you know, and all those things. We had to stand in line for them. And all the homes, the windows were painted black.
What was that for?
So the light doesn't show at night,
Oh, okay.
you know.
And then what did your parents do? Because I know Grandpa was like a fisherman, right?
Oh,
So-
yeah, my parents, we had a chicken farm, egg farm, in a place called Kapunahala now. My dad had a large portion of the lease there, and we had the largest egg farm in Kaneohe.
Oh.
Yeah. And then that was another difficulty because the feed was always imported from the mainland. Now we couldn't get any feed for the chicken. You
Yeah.
know? So we had to cut grass and chop them up and
Wow.
get corn and whatever the chicken ate.
Then Grandpa couldn't go into the ocean.
water.
Anymore. All people stopped people from going into
Yeah.
the water, so he had to find another job during that time.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever wanting for anything.
As first graders, did you folks have to go work like in the gardens or things like that too?
Oh.
Or more the older kids did those
Yeah, I
things?
guess so. I don't remember having to work. I know there were victory gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was encouraged for people to have victory gardens to grow their, some of their own food.
Mm-hmm.
But being on a farm, I had to work,
Mm. Yeah.
in the morning, feed the chicken, collect the eggs, milk the cow all through high school.
Wow.
Milk the cow before we go to school and come home and milk the cow again and so on. We had chicken, we had ducks, we had pigs.
Wow.
Yeah, and my grandfather grew things, had a green garden going.
I remember we all had to carry gas masks.
All the time.
Yeah.
Or to school.
Well, it didn't last through the whole war, but I remember having gas masks, and they would have it in a bag.
Carried over
long.
your shoulder.
You carry it, and then at school they would have these tests where they would put, I guess it must have been tear gas
Yeah.
in the auditorium, the old Ben Parker
And you gotta walk
auditorium.
through it
Really?
without
And
gas
you had
mask
to go
on.
walk and practice using that.
Oh. That's a real life drill, huh?
Yeah.
That.
So, it was a little difficult.
And then everybody had to have a bomb shelter, so Grandpa built a bomb shelter, but it wasn't the house that now on Yacht Club. It was the other one that was farther, a little farther.
We had one too, and my grandfather and my father built it against the hillside.
Oh.
He built a tunnel,
Uh-huh.
and it went, going and spread on
Yeah.
both sides. And we had a stock with canned goods and food and stuff.
Well, now where was this?
But on the farm,
By Luluku side?
where
where was-
Kapunahala subdivision is. You know where
Oh,
my
okay, up
sister
against-
June lives?
Yeah,
Right below that is Kapunahala.
right?
And that area.
So the hillside below then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
Wow.
it wasn't level like it is
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
They leveled it up to make
Oh.
the subdivision. But there was a river there,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And then it was just next to the river. There was a cliff, and we
Right.
built that bomb shelter
oh,
there.
right along the river then, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember being treated badly as a Japanese though. I don't know, maybe because we were young.
Mm.
I don't remember being, people called us Japs and whatnot once in a while.
Yeah.
Nothing really bad.
Mm.
Well,
I
it
can
was
remember.
because we were in the majority too.
In,
that,
in
you know.
Kaneohe, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, well, any other things you want to share or?
no, I don't think you can get this this thing on, but
What picture is that?
this is Uncle Stanley and this is me in our first grade picture.
First grade
Right,
picture.
let me see if I can get this.
Huh?
There we go.
We are.
Okay,
He
where's
claims,
Uncle?
huh?
Point to Uncle again.
This is Uncle here.
Okay, and then where's you?
This is me.
Okay.
He claims he knew that he was going to marry me.
From kindergarten,
First grade.
first grade.
Kindergarten. I don't know. This was our first grade picture.
I wonder if, later on, maybe I
Oh.
can scan that and send it up to Mark. He would like to have,
And this is Don Ho's brother, Dennis.
Let's see. Oh, in the, oh, okay.
And that Dennis.
His younger brother then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you very much for sharing those with us. Oop.